This is Helluva from Detroit. We all got a story to tell and a lesson to learn. This is my story. What up, though? This is Helluva.
What's the deal? This Twine.
And this is our story from Detroit City.
If you could do it all over and you could change something, what would it be?
If I could do it all over, what would I change? Now, I asked myself this question like a couple of nights ago, and it was a real struggle for me. I would probably have to say, when I was younger, I would have made the relationship with my mother better in any way that I could have possible, because that had a lot of effect on like my whole childhood, me being happy. Like, I wasn't happy, but at the same time, you're not who you are without the struggles that you've been through. So I can't really take nothing back.
If someone somewhere watching this and inspired to do what you do, tell them how to get where you at without all the mistakes you learned.
Well, first, get your business in order. As far as like your get all your publishing and everything set up, and you just gotta get good people in your corner. As far as like management and a lawyer, like that's something you need like early on.
What's your focus on today in life and in business?
My focus right now is to get wealthy, create generational wealth, and to help the youth out, help Detroit City as a whole, but especially like the youth. I want to like start programs to teach the youth how to make music, do some of the things that I do, and I want to go into, I was just talking to Eastside Ivo about this, like going to like juveniles and schools and talking to kids.
Yeah, I got these dudes in Nashville called Gideon's Army. They got a nice setup. I'm gonna link you up with them, and y'all could like, they could bounce off each other, but they got a nice program set up where they stop like 9% of the violence in their neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah, they call violence interrupters. Like some of them did time for murder, some of dudes got life, gave it back. So niggas respect their handle in the streets. So when something pop off, they go to it before it get too crazy and try to get it.
And they gotta have respect out there, cause they gotta have a lot of respect, and cause you can't even talk to niggas without that.
Right.
But like my nigga Eastside Ivo, he just lost a brother last year, and his brother got killed by a young dude who had just got out of juvenile. And when we was talking about it, he wasn't saying like he had remorse for the young dude. He was saying like if somebody could have got to him and talked to him and started him in a different direction, his brother could still be alive this day, and that dude wouldn't be doing life.
Yeah, and that's what these dudes do. They just call it violence interruption. You know what I'm saying? It's like, y'all don't want to go to war with us. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk these out. You know what I'm saying? And they, for 10 months, no killings. Yeah, yo. You know what I mean?
So they must be out there like, look, we getting on everybody's ass if y'all don't fix this.
But yeah, they call Gideon's Army, man. I'm gonna send you a link to them so you can check them out.
My name is LT, and of course from Cashville. My man, goddamn, what you want to be known for? Yes, sir. Hambino, Kalo, Mario, all us part of Gideon's Army out here in North Nashville, you know, trying to save lives and trying to, know what I'm saying, tell the brothers, you know, it's a better way outside of throwing your life away for nothing.
Now, I'm pretty much sure that's who you are today.
Yes, sir.
How did you get to that point? And I'm sure all of y'all didn't have that mentality at one point.
Yeah.
So how we get here?
We got here from the point of being a part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? We was the problem. We was, you know what I'm saying, you know, the ones who was laying 50 shell cases on the ground and the body laying over there. Or, you know what I'm saying, you know, pushing that work, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? But, of course, we saw that we got tricked. You know what I'm saying? And we got to playing these people game of eliminating us. So once we saw that we was contributing to our own demise, then we, know what I'm saying, you know, took on a whole nother different approach, which is coming out here and being the solution instead of the problem.
All right, that's dope.
How has the corona or the COVID affect your life?
Well, as soon as I got a little paper, everybody else got some. Nah, I'm talking. Nah. My mom's was in a coma for months and months, and I just did not think that she was, I just knew she was out of here. But we kept praying and talking to her on the FaceTime, and it made me like appreciate like relationships with people more. So I want to talk to my mother now and get more like knowledge from her and do whatever I can to make her happy. Like just give her flowers while she here. So I would think like the coronavirus in that way affected me as far as like appreciating people more, because you never know, they could be here one day and gone the next. I want to shout out my nigga Peanut, man, for putting this interview together for me, man. I fuck with Big Bro. He done gave me a lot of good advice throughout like some rough patches as far as like doing music.
Tell us something about some of the projects you got.
I got a few artists that I'm working with, a lot of young artists in the city, and I'm working on my like a mixtape type of thing for myself. Got that coming up.
And how can they reach you?
Helluva 313, that's the Instagram, the Twitter, the Gmail. Just hit me up.
Tell us about your men.
My nigga Twine. What was that you had asked me earlier about when you knew you was grown?
When did you know you became a man?
Like when I used to see him when he was like 12 or 13, I was like, that nigga's a grown man. That nigga had money, cars, all type of shit. Right. And I used to be out robbing and shit, still bummy and shit. I used to be like, I need to be doing what the fuck he doing. Okay. But this my nigga though. When I was locked up, I had my girl call him from the joint like, man, help me get out this bitch. We gonna work on that CD as soon as I get out. And that kind of like, without that happening, I wouldn't even be here today.
Big up, big up. All right, that's how you get your flowers. All right,
Definitely.
no doubt. We understand.
This is Helluva from Detroit. We all got a story to tell and a lesson to learn. This was my story.
Choke, no joke. You know what it is. Yo, y'all niggas with a stay DL. Down low. Stop flossing, man. You just want them to just come and get you? Learn from our mistakes, man. That's what this is about. Learn from mistakes. Choke, no joke. Let's go. You already know. Make it low, let's go. My aim was enlightened, drop jewels on you. You thinking I'm jealous, I ain't got cheddar like you. I'm the dude to a game, you got school.